Tomorrow, two men walk onto the World Cup pitch for the last time. One of them is 38, the other is 41. Between them, they have shared the last 16 years of football. Every Ballon d'Or argument, every who is better fight in every comment section on earth. And this is it, the final chapter. After 2026, we will never ever get Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo at the World Cup again. So let's settle it properly. Here is where we are. The 2026 World Cup kicks off tomorrow across the United States, Canada, and Mexico. The biggest tournament in history. 48 teams, 104 matches. And right in the middle of all that noise, there are two players who have defined an entire era. Messi is the reigning champion, the man who finally got his hands on the trophy in 2022, and Ronaldo, who by simply stepping onto the pitch becomes the first male footballer to ever play in 6 World Cups. Six. Just think about how absurd that is. But there is one number that still separates them, and it's the only number Ronaldo has never been able to fix. So today, I want to do something honest. Not fanboy, not hater, just the real case for each man and what this last World Cup actually decides. So let's rewind a bit because you can't understand the rivalry without the history. These two arrived at the very top of their game at almost the same moment. Ronaldo, the explosive, relentless, physical machine. Messi, the impossible little genius who treated the ball like it was tied to his feet. For over a decade, they treated the Ballon d'Or back and forth like it was something that belonged to them and nobody else. Five each, then more. But the World Cup was different because club trophies you can buy, you can build, you can stack. The World Cup, you get a crack at it every once in 4 years. And your whole nation has to be good enough as you on the same day. And for years, the stage broke both of them. Messi lost the 2014 final so close he could touch the trophy on his way past it. Ronaldo's best run ended in back in 2006 as a kid. And every 4 years, the same question used to come back again and again. Can any of them really win it? The big one. Then 2022 happened and it changed everything. Messi dragged Argentina in that tournament and won it. The one prize that was missing from the greatest CV in football. And in that single moment, the debate shifted. Because now look at the World Cup's number side by side. Messi, record for the most World Cup matches ever played, 26, passing a record that stood since the 90s, 13 World Cup goals and one trophy. Ronaldo, 8 World Cup goals across 5 tournaments and soon to be 6, and a best finish of a semi-final 20 years ago. Now I want to be fair here because CR7 fans, I see you. Ronaldo's longevity is its own kind of greatness. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has stayed at this level across 6 World Cup cycles. This is the record that might never be broke. But greatness at a World Cup and winning the World Cup are two very different things, and only one of these men have done the second one. And here is what the last World Cup actually means, and the reason why it might be bigger than just another World Cup tournament. For Messi, the pressure is gone. He has already won it. Whatever he does now is more of a victory lap. He came on against Iceland this week in the final warm-up and scored within seconds of stepping onto the pitch. At 38 years old, still ending defenders like his 2012. He has nothing left to prove and everything left to enjoy. But Ronaldo is playing for the one thing that has haunted his entire career. Think about it. The man has won everything. Champions League, leagues in 3 different countries, Euros with Portugal, more goals than any human in history. But the World Cup, the biggest prize in the sport, has never been his. And this is his last shot at. His coach, Roberto Martinez, said it plainly. Ronaldo cannot be replaced. Portugal's own president sent the squad off with a message. Bring home the trophy we lack. That is the weight on this man's shoulder right now. So while Messi is dancing, Ronaldo is actually hunting. And that difference is the whole story. And now I know that some of you might already start typing. Trophies aren't everything. Football is a team sport. You can't blame Ronaldo for Portugal defenders. And you know what? You're right. That's a fair point. Messi has often had a stronger supporting cast around him at the international level. The World Cup is a team trophy as much as an individual one. But here is my honest counter. At this level with these two, the conversation was always going to be decided by who lifted the one trophy that mattered most. And that's not me being unfair. That's just how legacy works in football. We don't remember the nearly men. We remember who won the world. And right now, only one of them has. So here is where I stand. As things stand today, before the ball is even kicked, Messi is the World Cup GOAT of this era. period. He has the goals, the appearances, and the one trophy that matters most, which Ronaldo has. But, and this is a huge but, that is what makes this tournament so dangerous and so beautiful at the same time. Because if Ronaldo at 41 in his sixth and final World Cup somehow drags Portugal to that trophy, every single argument cracks wide open again. It would be the single greatest redemption story in the history of the sport. The one box finally ticked at the very last possible moment. That's likely and also unlikely because Portugal can do it and might not be able to do it. They have a very good squad, but football really doesn't care about these things. It's about that game, that moment, and if the players are able to step up when needed the most. Argentina in 2022, Morocco in the same tournament. This is why we watch. So here is what I am watching over the next month. Can Messi body hold up for 1 month of deep run? Because generally I don't think Argentina would be able to defend this title without him. Can Ronaldo finally be the difference maker, or has Portugal finally outgrown their dependence on him? And the biggest question hanging over all of it, are we about to witness the most emotional goodbye the world and the sport has ever seen? Two legends, same stage, last ever. Whatever happens, enjoy it, because there will not be another era like. We won't get two players this good, this obsessed, this evenly matched for a very long time, maybe never. So I need to know where you stand, not who is your favorite, because that's easy. And the real question is, if Ronaldo wins the World Cup, does he overtake Messi as the GOAT? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. And be honest, because I am going to read every single one and I will pin the best from both sides. Two men, 16 years, one last World Cup. One of them already has the trophy. The other one has 30 days to chase the one trophy he never had. This is the last dance. And irrespective of whichever side you pick, I believe we are just lucky we got a chance to watch. And if you want my match by match takes during this World Cup tournament, you know what to do. Subscribe and I will see you when the game starts.